Let's harvest her organs.
No!
I say we hang her, then we kill her. Yeah!
Maybe we should start at the beginning of our tale.
Unusual engine that we picked up and hooked up to the ship here would probably be worth taking with us. As for the rest of the crew, they can all get left wherever we leave them. With the exception of Joy, I'd like to bring her with us if possible. Have you looked at that engine that we picked up from the other ship?
Yes, it's of particular interest. I was just gonna, of course, let your friends go, but I'm really thinking we're gonna have to leave with that too. I'm working on something, so we'll see what we can pull off. But just for now, I would say keep your eyes on those pirates. We might have to do something about them. And she opens up her robe, and she has this that's attached to her back, and she hits a little button, and all of a sudden it appears. It's kind of like a futuristic version of what like a Claymore mine would look like. If we get the chance, I think we need to try to get this aboard their vessel, and I've included it with some stealth technology. She hits a button, and the bomb disappears, and then she puts it back behind her back.
I think we can arrange that. In fact, if you give it over to me, I have a feeling Joy is really good at moving between places unnoticed. I wouldn't be surprised if she's already on her way over there.
She hands it to you. She says it's not going to stick to your skin, but any solid or metallic surface that you attach it to, it'll hold fast. And let me know if you have any problems. And she hands you a little comm piece that you can communicate with her. And she also gives you some contacts that she wants you to put in, so she can see and hear what you're experiencing, and then she does the same, so you can switch back and forth and see what's going on.
That's super cool.
Am I familiar enough with the device to understand how to turn on and off the cloaking thing? Did I see how she did that, I guess is what I'm saying.
She has the controls for it, but she's basically saying leave it cloaked and just put it someplace.
Okay.
That it'll know when it's up against a wall or something when you put it there, and it'll just attach itself.
Okay. Well, then I'll make my way out and see if I can go find Joy.
Now we're going back to top of the order, Mr. Colton. Everything is going pretty well, and she goes, I think that just about does it. Now take this lever and flip that up, and then hit the buttons in the sequence. And she's pressing her little light finger right where she wants you to press.
He'll grab the lever, pull it, put it up, and he'll go very slowly just...
Good. Excellent. No. Where I'm pointing, where just go right through my finger as if it's below it, below, right. Yes. Yep. Right. Good. Oh, and you see the like hologram sweat.
And he's like, "Whew, I did it!" And just does this on the buttons.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
No!
What did I do?
All right. Now here you're gonna have to press these buttons in this sequence. This one, that one. Oh God, you hit the wrong one. Okay. We're gonna start again.
Okay.
You sped up the countdown. Okay, now this one, this one, this. Oh, screw it! Just pull the plug out of the wall, quick!
Okay.
All right. We're gonna wait until my husband gets back, and the repairs are complete. He just has to plug it back in and disable the self-destruct sequence. We should be fine. Now, buddy, you're gonna head over there and start talking to the person who's commanding the ship.
Right.
Well, it's not commanding.
Why?
He's the one who's currently piloting the ship. Steering the ship.
It's a pirate ship, so I don't know what term to use because it's also...
It's the same terms as every other ship.
Don't look at me like that.
It's a helm.
It's the helmsman.
I'm gonna talk to the person who makes the ship go. Vroom, vroom.
Is that a technical term?
Yes.
Pilot?
Yes, it is.
Boom.
Vroom, vroom. Yeah, so I'm gonna say, hey, thank you for for catching us there. We had an issue with our power supply, and we really appreciate you saving us from wrecking into the planet.
Well, you're welcome, lass. I don't know if you're exactly going to be happy throwing in with us lot. There's good and there's bad amongst us here. Now, I am happy, yes, that I was able to lend the assist. Did you choose to become the creature that you are? The half machine, half organic?
Well, no. I'm this way because it saved my life. I happen to notice that you're in a similar situation. Did you choose that?
I did, yes. And he holds his arm that has skin on it. It's been wonderful, a true gift. Now, my parts, my living parts, I almost feel I can remember what it was like for that person, like a memory, a residual, an echo, and well, I almost feel bad for the person. I shouldn't be getting into it. I'm sorry. I don't want to bring any spirits down. It's good. It's good. You know, we saved you. Yes.
Did you start as an android and then got human parts? Because I started as a human and got android parts.
Miss, yes. I was 100% android, programmed to serve the passengers aboard this ship when it was a pleasure cruiser, and I enjoyed my job, and I enjoyed the people and interacting and watching them, you know, and I strive to be more like them, and you know, and now that I am.
Did you take an arm from one of them? How did you get your arm?
I miss this. These are conversations that I just can't have with you. I'm just saying that, he looks left and right, see if anyone hears you. If I were you, miss, I'd be getting back aboard that ship when it's repaired. I'd cut the moors, and I would push your sails into the wind, so to speak, and leave us to your aft rear view screen if you would, and don't look back.
She's just gonna kind of nod and step back and say, okay, have you seen Nick anywhere?
He's with our pirate queen, if you would. He's being talked into joining the crew, more leading the crew, you would say. And then for that, we're gonna switch over to Aaron. They managed to procure some of those creatures on the planet, and you know, me boys are bringing them back now. We'll see what we can do. First, we'll see if they combine well. I'm thinking maybe just split one down the middle, half android, half living creature, see what we can make of it, or if we're just gonna take bits and pieces. I mean, we'll have some organs and things for you, of course, but you know, we'll see how this goes. We want to incorporate, of course, all life into our cooperative.
Pleases your king very much that you've done this thing for me. Soon I'll be having me own organs. In fact, I'd like to give you a gift. Nick pulls out a rough coin, and he says, "To be a queen is to be showered with riches. This be the first of many." And he hands you this rough coin, and it kind of looks like it's been, like he molded it out of his hands from some kind of sort of clay or something like that. And it's got stamped in it his personal sigil, the cyborg eye and crossbones. This be a symbol of the trust I have for ye. Keep it with ye always. For I am your king, and you are me queen. And together our cooperative will grow. Cheers!
And clanks bottles with you, and then goes, "Now, how would you feel about sharing experiences with all of us, being able to have your commands just relayed instantly? It's kind of like a blog that goes both ways."
Perfect viewership.
Yes.
I like the way you think. Oh, you be working real hard to please your king today. By thunder.
She hands a chip. All we have to do is install this spare port, and you'll have command over this network. You and I, we will share authority.
He takes it and I'd be thanking you very dearly for that. This be a good day, a prominent day. This be a day of good portents. I'm gonna give a rousing speech to the crew before I put in this chip. I want them to know how much you've grown to mean to me in such short a time.
I appreciate that. Let's go address the crew.
What does she do with the coin? Does she put it in her pocket? Does she put it around her neck? What's she do with it?
She put it in something that looked like it scanned it.
Cool.
All right, so you want to dress from like up top where it's piloted?
Yeah. From the poop deck.
Oh, good. I'll get to find you.
No, that's... Oh, that's what that part of the ship is called. It's called the poop deck, where the steering wheel is.
I know. I'll find you, because that's where I'm at.
Joy, are you going up there or are you going some other place?
Yeah, no, I was after Nick.
So you go up there, and he's with the pirate queen, who's going to be making some sort of a grand announcement.
Did you want to talk to me before the speech?
I do.
Okay, so we'll say this happening at the same time. He's looking like he's getting ready to have a speech, so you guys can actually just interact with each other. You're all there.
I'm going to use my mind circlet. And I'm going to say into Nick's head, because we're within, like, distance that I can talk to him. I'm going to say, Nick, they're evil. They're evil. They're evil. And they take arms from people that are real people. They're going to take our friends' arms and they're going to put them on you. They might do it to their feet. You don't want Tybar's feet. You don't want Tybar's feet. You don't want Joy's feet. No. They're bad. Bad pirates. We are good pirates. We have to fight against them and go back to Vicky. Go back to Vicky!
Oh,
Do you want me
this
to
stuff
roll?
be stronger than he thought.
Can I roll a persuade? Diplomacy. 19. That's pretty good.
So if you're going to resist that,
Well, yeah, some evil voice is talking in my head. Do a willpower test. Oh. Rolled a 9. I used my token.
Really?
Yeah.
Nick, we need you back over on the Invictus ASAP.
Oh, now you be wanting me.
Yeah?
We always wanted you.
You always wanted me.
You were cleaning the ship and you just left.
Oh, there be some that need clean.
No. We need our captain.
Perhaps I should shine me shoes for you.
Hey, Nick, you know how you're so excited about all this new sensations? There's something they didn't tell you about.
What's that?
So Joy's gonna take her foot and just slam it into Nick's new toes.
Oh! Oh! Oh, right in the cuticle. Oh! Oh! That felt so bad. Changed me accent even. Oh, and he like takes his boot off, and of course it's all red and stuff. I said, why didn't you tell me it could do that too?
You shouldn't go playing with stuff you don't know about.
It's not all good.
Can you come back over to the Invictus real quick?
Nick takes out his little thing and starts projecting his memories. Starts scrolling back a little to a couple sessions ago when he said, I like Nick better this way. Scrolls back a couple sessions forward and you're like, you said, he's such a freak. Going back to Vicky. He's broken beyond repair. Going back to Chanterelle. You lost my crate.
Vicky gets on the comm really quick. I still hold to that.
Goes back to Joy saying, you are not our captain. We would never follow you. Goes back a little more to when you said, can't we just get a new android? You've done all you can to drive me away. You've done all you can to disrespect your captain. Now you want me to go back with you. And what do you do to persuade me? What carrot do you dangle in front of me? You bust me brand new toe.
Nick, I have toenail polish on board the ship, and we can make your toes sparkle. Our toes can match.
I think that requires a willpower check. 19.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah.
Diplomacy, I guess? I got a 20. 21. with my bonus. It's real sparkly. We can make it shine like the glistening sea.
So Nick jumps up on the portcullis, and yes, that's what it's called. And he says, hear me, all ye faithful pirates. We've done sung together. We done fought a little together. We did search a ship for explosives, and we did drink together. In just the last few hours, you've been more of a crew to me than me old crew ever was.
We love you, Captain.
And I love ye! All I have to do is put this chip in me head, and we'll be one forever, going around, taking the organs, meshing all together into the conglomerate. And look at all these, well, some fresh organs. Some of yours be a little charred. Look at the fresh organs we have here. I could stay here and be a pirate king, or I could go back with them and be a janitor. He takes out a little device with a button on it, and he says, I love my friends, even if they don't love me. He pushes the button, and that little coin that he gave her is made out of C4. He hits it, and it detonates.
There's an explosion below deck, and Reba turns to you. I offered you everything, the world, everything you've ever dreamed, and this is how you repay?
I'm sorry, lass. He breaks the chip right in front of her. But these be me friends, and you be talking about carving them up. I would never betray my friends. Even if all they want from me is to be their janitor, I'll do it, because that's what heroes do. And then he pulls out his pistols and goes, who's ready for an action sequence?
Oh dear.
We would have let your friends go. We could have done
Wait,
mission to
what,
others.
What? Whoa.
Kill them! Kill them all!
No, wait, you said we could...
He's rejected us!
No, I thought I had to choose... Oh!
Well, this is bad.
Yuck!
You persuaded me!
I know, we're gonna paint our
It was
toenails!
the sparkly tonails!
They
I
were
can't
beautiful.
resist a nap.
No, you cannot.
Load the long nines! Fire on their ship!
No! Ash is just gonna start running back to Vicky. No!
Is that how she runs?
That is just like our son. There's so much arm movement and such slow leg movement. He tries so hard.
Xandarian, we'll say you can make it aboard the ship, like you're in the airlock, so you can decide to go forward at this point, or you can go back into the Invictus. Okay, Ashra.
15.
Okay, Joy.
11.
Tybar.
14.
Nick.
15.
Need to roll off.
Oh, yeah. I got a 9.
You got a 9?
You still add your initiative. You still add your bonus, even to a roll-off.
I know, but it was still a 9. That was a 6.
So, Xandarian, what would you like to do? You can either board the ship or backtrack, or what would you like?
I'm gonna basically just step just inside, and I'm gonna set up Mom's explosive device just inside the airlock, so that whether it's closed or open, it's going to do some pretty severe damage to their ship and their hull.
So I have you at the airlock. So there's like a little connecting platform, and then there's like a wooden plank. You go up from there onto their ship. But the connecting platform is actually your connecting platform.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make sure that this ends up on the hull of their ship and not ours.
You're connecting it to the hull of their ship. Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to send a message to everyone through our comm links that they've got about 60 seconds before that ship blows up.
Your mom asks you to come to the command deck.
And I'll start heading that direction, head to our bridge.
Vicky comes on, Shrew, and it's not your turn, but she hears, there are strange movements between the drow.
Oh.
I think we're fighting a multi-front battle.
They better not try to fly you. She's gonna run faster. It's not my turn, but she's gonna run faster.
Okay, Nick.
Nick is gonna go run there to the wheel and spin it so that it's moving away, and then he will use one of his incendiary grenades to destroy the wheel so that they are stuck turning left. Captain, he's disabled the rudder chain, sir. He's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
That's problematic.
The ship starts turning To the left, Vicky comes on. Mistress, your ship is broken free of the mooring clamps and seems to be pulling away. I'm trying to figure out what to do in this particular case. I have people who seem to be plotting against us, and for some reason, you're being taken captive by this pirate crew. I'm not quite sure what to do. Please advise.
I don't want to be on this ship. I can't fly this ship, and they want to steal our organs. Come get us. Is the ship fixed?
I have an idea, so.
Okay,
yeah,
do I
we're
go?
fine. It's not my turn. We're on initiative.
I'm gonna tell Vicky. This
Don't
is
worry.
really what I told
Joy's
Vicky.
got this.
Just ask Joy. I don't know what to do, but I trust her.
It's your turn.
I know and I'm running. Oh, but I can't jump anywhere now. Oh crap.
You can jump off the side of the ship.
Yeah, because that's gonna
space.
go well.
Yeah.
So Vicky goes, problems. Power is not up online. Some sort of a nuclear device has not yet been fully deactivated by your pseudo-father. And I'm also under a direct order from you not to fly myself, even if I did have power to do so.
Okay, if you need to fly yourself to get to me, you can fly yourself to get to me. And everybody else.
Such a noble
Can you-
sentiment.
Can you have Dad fix the thing faster? And who's still over on that ship that can help with the power supply? It's Tybar, isn't it?
You hear on the comms. Hey, have some faith in me, okay?
We're all... Good luck.
Vicky comes on. Tybar, I'm going to attempt to walk you through it. And so this is going to have to be on your turn, you know. And I'm going to need you to plug it back in and then follow my instructions very carefully. If you don't, we only have a few seconds left before detonation. I could seal off this compartment and the majority of the ship will survive, but you will not.
So no pressure.
See what happens.
We do have a group token left. We do have a
I will share with you.
We'll see what happens.
Now it's the bad guys. All right, so now we have a few on Nick, and this is going to be energy armor class.
Okay, my EAC is 14.
16 points of damage.
Okay.
Then the Pirate Queen's going to make another attack.
Oh, right in me processor.
A 24, and she is basically hitting you with something meant to disrupt your system, kind of like an EMP that's like a stun gun. So you take 10 points of damage from that, and give me a fortitude save.
I got a 3.
Now, besides making some sort of like 5-foot step, or just calling out something, you can't take any actions because you're like, you kind of do one of these.
Mutiny! And then just oil just like flows out around his feet. He loses control of his bump.
I love that you wrote down those quotes and like...
Did you actually write those down?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had them written down. It was like prepared.
I just want to note that Nick didn't have any horrible quote from Zendarian.
That's because you hate us all equally.
That's fair.
The fun part for me was when you all realized that you had actually said those things.
I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah, I did say that.
Yeah. Nick has completely lost control of his hydraulic fluid, and it is spilled all over the deck. And he's not going to clean it up.
It's not his deck to clean.
This is really good root beer, by the way.
I love these.
It really is. I've never tried it. We just got it because it had a pirate on it.
You know, I love that it gave me a prop to work with. By the way, when I did my spit takes, I was very careful not to actually spit because we have so much expensive electronics here.
This is so good.
I know, right?
So the Harbinger fires on the Invictus a couple of times, but it's actually not enough to penetrate the Invictus hull or do any damage. It didn't meet the Invictus armor class, but she has been fired upon. But now I'm going to fire upon Joy and Ashra. I got that.
I'm in the wrong part of the ship, guys.
You really are. It's EAC, right?
Yes. Who can shoot you?
Too many people. Too many people can shoot.
I'm not worried about them shooting them. I'm more worried about them like tripping me and cutting off my foot or something.
Or stepping on your toes.
Yeah, we're both in line of sight.
Take my eyeball. Only got one.
Take my love, take my love.
Buddy, so I got AC 14,
Haha, I'm a 17.
25. Just tell me if one hits.
That one hit.
we're going to have, let's see, Joy is going to be 7, a 22, and a 9.
22 hits.
You take 10 points of damage, Ashra. Joy, you take 5 points of damage. And then those other people on the side can also hit Nick.
There's so many of them.
Okay, I got a nat 20.
That hits.
I got a 16.
Also hits.
I got an 11,
Miss.
a 12,
Miss.
and a 9.
Miss Rooney.
That's 5 points of damage and 12. So you take a total of 17 points of damage. And now it's going to Tybar.
He's just gonna put his head down. How do I always be the one doing the computer stuff? Why do I sound like Nick?
It's humorous. That's why.
Let me write that one down too.
Tybar, first I'm going to close the blast door to try to save the rest of the ship. And you hear the door slide behind you.
Oh dear.
Now you're going to type in this sequence: 5, 5, 4, 7, 9, 5, Alpha, 5, 4, 7, 5, 6, Charlie, 2. Do you have that?
5, 5, Charlie, Dixie.
One moment, please. Mistress, my survival seems to be dependent upon Tybar remembering a 17-number sequence. I would just like to tell you that I love you, and I will see you in the next life.
Oh, but oh no!
So now, in let's see, what would be appropriate for that? Yeah, I think it's just going to be an intelligence check.
Intelligence?
And she'll go over it with you a couple of times, but she says you have to put it in quickly, so she can't go 1 and then have you hit it and then 2.
It has to be sequential.
She's like, okay, I probably have time to break it into 2 parts. And so she has you try to say it back, but basically you're going to have to make a 14.
That is an 8.
Do you need this?
You have to do a group one.
We have a group one.
Oh, I can't just give
Nope.
them to it.
We have a group 20.
It would seem that now is the time.
I vote we use it.
I vote too.
I second this. I don't want Vicky to die.
We're using the automatic 20.
Mistress, somehow we're not dead.
Did he do it? Did he type the number?
I don't believe it myself. Perhaps we are dead and in the afterlife. I'm going to run some tests.
Either way, we're together, and that's okay. We owe him some good booze after this.
After I do that, I would just holler at Vicky, Vicky, where's the bleeding edge? And start heading to wherever she tells me the bleeding edge is.
Yeah, so you can start heading that way.
Good job.
Yeah, it only took a automatic 20.
Joy. Oh, and the ship moves further away.
Benny, you know that nice little shuttle you just inherited?
I don't like the way you're asking that. Yeah. Am I gonna have to blow it up or something?
No, I just need you to resurrect your taxi service.
Wow, what's going on?
We are moving away from the Invictus and we would like to get back to her.
But you're moving away from what, with those pirate people?
Yep, by accident.
Oh, what did Nick do?
Exactly.
How would Benny be able to make that leap of logic? It could have been anyone. It could have been anyone. It could have been Chanterelle. It could have been Ash.
It was totally Chanterelle. Totally Chanterelle.
It could have been one of the NPCs. Why does Benny assume?
The way you rashly make decisions is why Benny assumes.
All right, well, I'll be right there. It's gonna take me a minute to get it fired up. I had some stuff apart. I was making some adjustments. All right. Hold on. And you hear him, the sound of him running and buttons being pressed and things powering on. So that's what you're doing. Are you doing anything else movement-wise or anything?
I'm going to move to take cover. Is there anywhere that I can take cover?
Unfortunately, up there, the
I'm 3 foot. I want to duck behind the wheel the remaining of the wheel that Nick had destroyed.
So if you were to go over here, and you could sort of duck behind here and get some cover from those guys, but you're going to be closer to this person here.
That's fine.
He's mostly seems to be occupied with Nick, but give you some cover.
Yeah, because I want cover so it makes it harder to hit me.
Yes.
And then, do I have enough time to also communicate to Tybar?
We'll say it gives you, we'll call this partial cover, so it's going to give you a +2.
Great.
And what was the other question?
Do I have enough time to talk? No, my whole conversation would have been with Benny.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's actually probably went a little bit over 6 seconds.
But that was funny.
But it was funny. Now we're going to go to Zendarian, and you are making it to the bridge. Your mother goes to you. Listen, I think your friends are goners. They're aboard that ship. They have a lot of those android things attacking them. They can't even get back if they wanted to. From my scans, that android of yours has gone crazy, set the ship to pull away from us, and has destroyed the controls. Right now, our power supply is not online, and that father android is heading there to turn it on. This ship's computer is not going to let me fly it. I think our only choice is going to be we're going to have to pull the core of the ship. I'm going to need you to go down, and I'm going to need you to pull the processor from Vicky, and then we're going to have to take this ship, and we're going to have to leave this place.
I don't think it's as dire as you think yet, and I'm not willing to leave behind the best personal assistant I've ever found so simply. The Invictus, is she completely without power, or what's the situation with that?
We're on backup power. We have minutes left. I believe they're going to be able to get the power back up in a minute, but if we do anything to that ship over there, it runs the risk of killing your crew anyways. The ship was never designed to be a combat vessel. It was a cruise ship, and its force fields they're not meant to survive fire. And as far as just boarding, well, they've changed the frequency of it, so we can't just go and board it again. Your crew is going to have to defeat everyone that's over there to then change the shields, to then have us fly over there to get them. It's just not looking good. I know Joy is very efficient, and I've enjoyed having her work for me too. She was an asset, but we will find you another asset.
Well, we can't do anything until the power comes back on anyway. So why don't you leave me to figure out how to get us out of here, and you go up there and man the guns. And if you see an opportunity to take a shot that'll disable that other vessel without killing everybody on board, then take it. But in the meantime, leave it to me to wait until the power comes back on, and we can maneuver our way out of here.
And she looks a little disappointed in you, and then says, all right, but why don't you pull the artificial intelligence CPU so that in case we do have to take control, we can?
Because without that artificial intelligence, we're not going to have enough control over the ship to actually fly it well.
That's right, you need me to.
I have a personal computer that I could plug in, and we could get basic functionality. It wouldn't be everything, but it would be enough to do some basic.
We're in the middle of a maelstrom, Mother, that nobody can navigate out of. Your personal computer is not going to do it. If I disconnect this artificial intelligence, we might as well just resign ourselves to live in this madness forever.
As you wish, she says sternly and clearly disappointed you're not following her lead.
Zen's actually right.
Yeah.
Mom's going to have to learn that she's got a partner and not a daughter.
I don't like her mom.
So Nick,
Yes.
so now you're very limited on what you could do.
Oh, I got something. You ready for this?
Oh no.
So, she essentially tasered Nick, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Nick's there, it's fighting through it. His new organic toenails turning yellow from the electricity, which does happen. And he lays a hold of the Queen Reba, and he opens his mouth, and the jaw kind of comes loose and dislocates a little. But his voice processor has nothing to do with his jaw, so he's still able to speak perfectly. And he says, "A good captain always goes down with his ship." And he lifts her up and says, "Women and children first," and huffs her over the side of the ship with a nat 20. And then as he sees her falling away, he goes, "That don't impress me much."
That's Shania Twain.
I made a funny.
Shania Twain.
That's why I did it.
I know.
It's called a callback.
I got it.
Oh, it was well done.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Ashra.
Gosh. Well, I was gonna attack Reba and be like, nobody attacks our friend.
You can still say that. That would be a wonderful thing to say compared to what you said last time.
I got this.
Don't shush me.
So,
I'm not your
say,
student.
"Hey!"
You don't shush me.
I don't shush my students.
So we would never shush your student, but you shush your best friend?
Oh my gosh, he's my best friend.
He's your husband. It's different.
Carrie's my best friend.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to take my turn.
Sorry.
Someone say, "Hey!"
I will let you take your turn.
Nobody messes with my android friend, and I have a static pistol that I'm gonna shoot at the nearest bad guy. I was gonna shoot it at Reba, but like she's gone, so not impressed. Not much at all. 5. So did I shoot the side of the ship? Does that hit anybody's AC?
No, she hit the peg leg pirate with one eye.
We'll see. First off, who could have potentially gotten something from it?
Because it stuns him.
Roll again to see if it hits this other person.
Okay. Hey, that's better. That's a 19.
That hits. Now give me some damage.
7.
Okay, Joy, if you can take 7 points of damage.
Ah, crap.
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, it wasn't in that one. That's not fair.
So now the bad guys are going to go. These two hit the Invictus, and without her being able to maneuver or have her hull integrity on, because the power's off, she's taken some damage. And "Mistress, I'm taking fire. I cannot defend myself. I can't take many more volleys like that."
Cyborg's over there. Can't he stick his head out a window and defend you? Come on, T-Bone. Do something.
Nick is 17 and 20.
Both hit.
And you get 6 and 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the guy's trying to shoot you on the ground, too. Let's see. Nope. That would be a
They're mad at you.
This is mutiny is what it is. They're shooting at their captain.
21, 23,
Those both hit.
12, and 14. Joy, you have plus is 22, but remember you have your thing. A natural 20, so that one's going to hit. That was a 1, so that's going to miss. So you get 16 points of damage from the nat 20. And now Ashra, 15, 17.
The 17 hits. Well, the 17 matches, so is that a hit?
Yeah, 7. Your AC is the number they need to hit.
So 4 points of damage. And then you see climbing up the side,
Aw,
Pirate Queen.
No!
And she says, "You can't fall off this ship because the force field doesn't let me go out into space. All you did was have me slide down the side."
that sounds kind of fun.
Told you just to jump off the ship.
I think I'm gonna do that on my next turn.
Tybar, you managed to make it to the bleeding edge armor this round.
I want to get it activated and get to the airlock is my plan. To start shooting at the ship.
All right, you can start powering it up. Vicky walks you through the startup sequence.
Hopefully it's not as complicated.
Hey, I'm proficient in heavy armor stuff, so
That's fair. That's fair.
when it comes to weaponry, I'm good.
There is a difference between heavy armor and powered armor. That's a separate proficiency.
Yeah, I have it with my fighting style I took.
But I meant more there's passcodes and things like that have to be entered and,
Yeah.
you know.
But
so
these are the ones he understands.
you're doing that, but And that's going to take you basically, you may be able to say something or go over the comm or something like that, but it's going to take you to actually get into it, to power it up and things like that. That is essentially your turn. Joy?
Parlay.
Parlay? She wants to parlay. And the Pirate Queen, belay that. We do not parlay with mutineers.
I'm an outsider asking for a parlay.
Aye, she's got a point. Yes, she does. You know, I say we shoot her anyways.
You've already shot me.
Let's harvest her organs.
No!
I say we hang her, then we kill her. Yeah!
Well, she's invoked the pirate code. Yes, the code. The code. We won't shoot the small one, but we will shoot that traitorous android. Yes, concentrate all fire on the android and away from the small one.
Oh!
Just to warn everybody, Nick's probably going down next time he gets shot.
Just jump off the side of the ship. You won't die.
Father has restored the power.
Oh, good.
And you hear the power's been restored. All right, I was monitoring what was going on. Let's start heading over to that ship, that harbinger of death, or that stupid pirate ship. And then maybe after we'll blow it out of the sky after we get our people back. Just as you hear that, Vicky is going to Zendarian. I've plotted a course for the other ship, and my structural reinforcement is coming back online. It'll take a while for me to heal that damage. I'm not going to be able to take many more hits on this side. I suggest we do a turn maneuver and approach it from the other side that I haven't taken damage on. And all of a sudden, Vicky stops and the screen goes.
Whoa.